start the game.
Sup, nerds, and welcome back to Player 2's Tabletop Tavern. My name is JT Ryder. I am your DM for this adventure titled, Where Have All the World Walkers Gone? When last we met, our heroes were wrapping up a showdown with Stonebellow, a corrupted world walker, when they were interrupted by the thunderous arrival of Brega, who, instead of killing off Stonebellow, chose to scare him off instead. It was quickly revealed that Brega and Kai had some sort of telepathic communication, whereas the rest of the party could not hear her, and she chose to illuminate Kai on the truth of his arrival into the world, that the lightning bolt that struck his stillborn body and jump-started his heart was not sent from Thor, but from her herself, Brega, the storm after the calm. She told Kai that, now calling him Stormfang, that she could get the rest of the party to someone who would be able to help them hear her as well as he did. And she led the party to an oasis in the middle of the Euler Woods that seemed untouched by the corruption around it. A tropical oasis with a waterfall crashing down onto a large boulder in the middle of a watering hole. Tropical plants and birds littered the scape with colors and light. When the boulder rolled over and locked eyes with the party members. This was Tuskrag, an elephant-like world walker made of stone and hanging moss with many titles. The boulder that remembers, the pilgrim between the peaks, the one that holds up the sky. When eyes were locked, the players were pulled into a vision of what had happened to Tuskrag. Tuskrag had a large wound on its side, and in the vision, they saw why. The party was pulled into a spiritual realm where they saw a large vision of Euler, with bow and arrow drawn, aimed right at Tuskrag, with a looming green shadow over everything. A green flame in Euler's eyes as it reared back and loosed an arrow into Tuskrag. Tuskrag, unflinching, took the hit. Euler clasped his face in his hands, screamed, and sprinted off into the woods. And our hero's suspicions were confirmed. Euler himself was hunting his beloved world walkers under the corruption and control of someone or something else. This gave Tuskrag a new title, The Root That Held. When the players came out of the vision, Brega bowed in reverence and asked Tuskrag to aid the rest of the party in hearing her as well as Stormfang does, and Tuskrag sent some songbirds fluttering into their ears, erupting in a flurry of petals before rolling back over. And the party members could then hear Brega in their minds. Brega then told the rest of the party what they had told Stormfang, and the next step... Oh wait, and then y'all leveled up, right? Our parties are now at level 4, I believe. You all leveled up, and then Brega led you to the next stop, back out of the oasis into the corrupted woods, to a snowy hunting cabin, the gateway to Euler's domain. The cabin was littered with wind chimes, birdhouses, and curing meats hanging from the rafters. On the front porch, Brega told the party that she would join them when the time is right, and she took her spot on a bed of pelts on the porch as the players entered the first room, the first trial of Euler's cabin. Upon entering the room, the party saw that on the opposite wall was a large door with 4 keyholes around the handle, and in the 4 corners of the room were 4 statues of predators, a wolf, a hawk, a bear, and a serpent. And on the couch, a cross-stitched throw pillow that read, "The hunter waits, the prey startles, each must move in silence. Which one are you?" The party then surmised that they needed to get the keys from the statues in each corner to unlock the door, and Nissa, through Mage Hand, the same way she got the tokens off of the dead bodies up in the spider webs, managed to sneak into the room and pull the keys from all 4 statues, only awaking 2 of them to attack the party members. They eventually got through the door into the other trial, with everyone alive. Huzzah! The next room they entered was much smaller, much colder, as frost and ice lined the walls and the ceiling and the floor. A snow flurry constantly blowed through the room, and on the other side of the room was a similar door, with no keyholes, frozen completely solid. In the center of the room was a stone column with 4 braziers, each depicting an etching. The first had a hunting horn, the second, a pine branch with pine cones, the third, the head of a stag with 1 antler, and on the fourth, a bundle of wheat. And on the plaque of the column it read, "The path through winter is made clear with time. Spend a year in flame, and the ice shall fall." And that is where we left off. And that is where we are now, or will be soon. Oh wait, no, I think we also decided that the braziers were all being held up by bronze statues of Brendan Fraser in various films. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You walked into the room, ice lined the walls, ceiling, floors, a snow flurry blowed through the room, and there was a single bronze statue of Brendan Fraser from Encino Man with 4 arms sticking out in 4 directions, each holding up a brazier. Because why not? That's where we are now. So, I mean, God, I love this game. That's fucking ridiculous. All right, I'm looking forward to playing. Let's. What do I do when I say bottoms up? Right, that's the sign off. Oh man, I wanted to commit. I wanted to get like my ale mug and actually fill it with beer. And when I say bottoms up, I was gonna chug it on mic, but I'm actually recording this at school, the school that I work at, so I cannot do that. However, I do have a water bottle. Bottoms up. Yeah, I guess Euler is just a big Brendan Fraser fan. It's canon.